crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Welcome to 24 Willie Mays Plaza, the home of the Giants and Oracle Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the San Francisco Giants. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the San Francisco Giants looking like a team that could make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Well, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt about that. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And I think they might need to patch some holes at some point, though.
Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162, maybe beyond.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
San Francisco Giants.
And pitching in this game, Logan Webb. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, this is a guy that struck out over 200 batters just a year ago. So he's definitely one of those guys that's got ridiculous swing and miss stuff. Hitters have to make a decision early, and that causes them to many times guess wrong and end up missing the baseball. But when you got a guy that's taking the mound that has the ability to send guys walking back to the dugout, it can be pretty fun to watch, and hopefully that's what we'll see in this one.
Trent Grisham leading things off and takes a strike. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015.
Low inside.
And a 1-1.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Struck him out looking.
Batting second, right.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Aaron Judge steps in. Not many hitters combine strength and discipline quite like him.
He's a superhero.
You might be right.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Aaron Judge.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. And the 1-0. Foul ball there.
Circle change. Low outside.
Well struck right field. And that one hops the wall. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Batting third, the designated
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Once in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. One out and a runner at second here on opening day. Way out front for strike two.
Circle change. Low nil.
This one in the air center field. Bader moving under it. Out number 2.
Batting fourth, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one fouled off.
Circle change. Low outside.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call.
Sinker. Low middle.
Man at second. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Oracle Park. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Max Fried. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And that one finds its way through. Can't glove it cleanly.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Rafael Devers.
That's a ball. That's inside.
The 1-0. Popped up. Fair ball. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Here's Elliot Ramos. To third. Fired to second. And 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So here's Bader now.
Yeah, what?
Two outs and a runner at third here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Out to short, Volpe. Slings it across, inning over. Scoreless after 1. Back here in San Francisco and stepping in for New York, Cody Bellinger.
Low inside.
He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt, and a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
So up next,
Sweeper.
Ben Rice.
Middle outside.
Heat. Ha.
Circle
Second
change.
inning here, no score.
Low outside.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Circle change. Low inside.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Sinker. Low outside.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Circle change. Low outside.
Just
Ball.
missing there. And a count 1-2. Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. That knocks them down to one challenge left.
Circle change. Low outside.
And now it's 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. Chris, he looks locked in on reaching a milestone we know has been coming up for him.
Low
Yeah,
middle.
Boog, 2 to go, and he'll move up into a new echelon for career Ks. Pretty special when you get to watch a pitcher have a moment like that.
Austin
That's down.
Wells,
That's a ball.
the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Man, that
Wood.
pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Out towards right center field. Lee on the move. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
And
off
digging in
the
for San
Giants.
Francisco, Luis
Designated
Arias.
hitter, Luis Arias.
Heck, what?
The 0-1. Bounce to the right side. Chisholm. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Here's Jung-Hoo Lee now. He was asked to rank his all-time favorite players last year.
Oh, yeah? Who made the list?
Well, his dad, of course.
That makes sense.
He also said Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Ha-Sung Kim, and himself.
I'd say that's a pretty good list.
To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Willie Adames stands in. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Man at first, one away.
Ball.
This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. His first homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now it's going to be Christian Koss. That one the other way. Jumps, but it's off his glove. He decides to eat it, and so they end up with some speed on at first. So digging in, Patrick Bailey. And there's a foul ball. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman,
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Here's Matt Chapman. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Chapman gets a piece there. Oh, 2 now. Hard hit left side. On to Jazz. Inning over. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. And it's 2-0. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Anthony Volpe.
Sweeper. Middle outside. Circle change. Low inside.
Here's your 1. There's a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And Chris, I have to think he's feeling amped. Needs just one more strikeout for a career milestone.
Boog, he's amped, I'm amped, and I have to think the fans are too. Not every day you get to witness history like this.
Ryan McMahon, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Sinker. Low outside.
And that one fouled off.
Sweeper. Low inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game.
Sinker. Low inside.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Sinker. Low outside.
Swings through that.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Set for the bottom of the third, and digging in for San Francisco, Rafael Devers. Max Fried will go to work. Swing and a bouncer. Handles, throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Giants.
Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Ripped on a line to center. That's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single. And now Bader up to the plate. Grounded out his first time. Puts a bunt down. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Giants, designated hitter, Luis Arraez.
Luis Arraez stands in. He's 0 for 1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Hee-haw!
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Just missed.
Ball.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit! Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff, a base hit.
Now here is Willie Adames. Fouled off down the right side. Two on, 2 outs.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
The 1-1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that will end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. As we go to the top of the 4th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
Low outside.
Webb back to work.
You know, these Yankees, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way
In time to Devers. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Flied to center his first time. And he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. On a line out towards center. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees. Second base.
2 outs, base is empty.
Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. In the air, left field. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Giants 3 and the Yankees nothing. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Oracle Park and digging in for San Francisco, Christian Koss. Swings through that one out in front that time. And it's fouled away. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Next to hit, Patrick Bailey.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And the 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Koss aboard here at first with nobody out. Got him. And there's one away. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Now it's Matt Chapman, and that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. The underhand flip. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
First baseman, Rafael Devers.
And here is Devers, 1 for 2. And a foul ball. You'll one. That clips the corner.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
The 0-2. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Maximus notches the K. So the Giants leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. Back here in San Francisco and stepping in for New York, Cody Bellinger.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Circle change. Low outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Sinker. Low outside.
And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Sinker. Low outside.
Close, but called a ball. And the count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Struck him out swinging. Strikeout number 8. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So up next for New York, Ben Rice. His first at bat was a strikeout. Right through there for a strike.
Sinker. Low inside.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher
Only
Austin
2 hits
Wells.
allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Flips it. There's one. On to first, double play. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Giants 3 and the Yankees nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. In the air to left center. Grisham on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Center fielder Harrison Bader.
Digging in, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Luis Arias, the next Giant to hit. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Bellinger and a full sprint, and that drops foul. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Camilo Doval, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Yarbrough, the lefty, warming up as well. 2 down, nobody on. And Fried gets his second strikeout of the game. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. So up next,
Leading
Anthony
off for the
Volpe.
Yankees, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Sweeper. Low middle.
Just missed.
That's low. That's a ball.
Sinker. Low middle.
Back to the mound. It hit him. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
There's Ryan McMahon now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Sinker. Low outside.
And ball
No, that
one.
missed. That's a ball.
Cutter. Low outside.
On the ground, right side. Devers. He steps on the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's Trent Grisham, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Circle change. Low inside.
Oh, and they're going to
That's a
tag the
ball.
pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. Tap foul at the plate.
Circle change. Low outside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Sinker. Low inside.
On the ground to Devers. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Camilo Doval.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That's in there. 0-2. Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Next offering is down low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
He goes down looking.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Now the 0-1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Jake Bird getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. The 1-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Inside, almost got him.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1 is on the way. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Giants.
Here's the second baseman, Christian Koss. He's 2 for 2. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. McMahon tossed to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Yankees nothing. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Oracle Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
That one missed.
Ball.
The Yankees looking to rally.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
That one hammered center field. Bader ranging back. Out of here. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1.
Well, there goes the shutout, just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Stanton now. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That clips the corner.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit in the air, center field. Bader moving under this one. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Cody
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Sinker. Low middle.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that is foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
2 down, nobody on. And that drops in for a strike.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and it goes just foul.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Here's the 0-2. And they'll do it again.
Sinker. Low outside.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
Low outside.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Circle change. Low outside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. The game of the week is a good one. We're back after this. Back here in San Francisco, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 away.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman.
And here is Matt Chapman, 1 for 3. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. He was late there. Strike one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Camilo Doval departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Yankees,
Ryan Yarbrough
number
gets the call from the
33,
pen,
Ryan
ready to make
Yarbrough.
his season debut. Now it's Devers at the plate. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Strike 2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him. That's the inning. Giants go down. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Foul ball there.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
0-2 now. Right back to him on the mound. On to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the Yankees,
And here is Austin Wells. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Logan Webb won't go any further. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back.
now pitching for the
Righty
Giants,
reliever out of the pen, Spencer Bivens, getting ready to make his season debut. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
Cutter. Low inside.
Fly ball down the line. Ramos towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
Low outside.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
up next for the
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Low outside.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Slice down the right side.
Sinker. Low inside.
Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really important at bat coming up now.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. First pitch swinging.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the eighth. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the ninth with at least a 2-run lead.
Got him swinging.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom of the eighth. And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
Whips it across. What a play.
Center fielder.
And, you know, it's always interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around.
Harrison Bader, the next to hit. Now a rip into left center. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Arias will hit next.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab on the run. That is the inning. Giants down in order, and the score stays 3-1. Back here at Oracle Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Circle change. Low outside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, the bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Judge comes up empty there. Got him looking. Yankees with only 1 out remaining. 2 down, bases empty. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Bivens going for save number 1 in this spot.
Sweeper. Low outside.
The 0-2. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Giancarlo Stanton with a blast. So 2 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch just misses. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And the tying run is on base. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
And that one fouled off. That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.